Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for July 22nd to the 28th. This is for Virgo and Virgo rising. And if you are new to my channel, I use tarot, astrology, and my guides to go a little bit deeper in the hopes that you feel like you're getting a more personal reading. Now, Virgo, this is definitely going to be a really big week. We kick it off. We move right into Leo season. But before we even get there, don't forget, on July 21st, a Sunday right before this week, we had that major, very potent full moon in Capricorn. All right, so we're still under the umbrella of that full moon in Capricorn. It was at 29 degrees. It's a critical degree and an anaretic degree. There's this closing shop. There's this full closeout. Remember, full moons not only culminate, there's this turning point, but they also illuminate. So this was in your fifth house there, and I talked more about this last week, but definitely you may be feeling some shifts, and especially if you are, I know I drop these forecasts before the actual week, several days before the actual week, so you could be approaching it. So just remember, everything is happening through this karmic lens. I want you to, really take action through karmic lens in terms of letting things go so you can enter this new cycle. All right, so Virgo, now back to this week on Monday, you see that Sun moves into Leo. So we will be in Leo season for 4 weeks. Now, this is very interesting for you. For the next 4 weeks, Leo season, first, we have a stellium in Leo. We've got Venus in Leo. We have Mercury in Leo. You see Mercury's moving into your sign eventually, but that's still a lot of Leo activity. That's a lot of Leo activity. So Leo season's just very fun. It's creative. It's being your authentic self. It's being your authentic self. Now, Leo does rule your 12th house. And so this is very interesting. That is a house. It's really, the 12th house is intuition, it's the subconscious, it's spirituality, it's healing. But it's also, it's everything beyond the physical plane. All right. So it's facing fears. It's really confronting fears. It's letting those things go. If you're unrooting things for the subconscious, you could really be seeing everything through an intuitive lens and doing a lot of things, trusting your intuition as you move forward this week. There's going to be a lot of action. Sun in Leo. The sun rules Leo. It's in its domicile. So the sun is in its happy place. And the sun in Leo is very just heightened ambition, a lot of passion, getting a lot of attention. All right. So you definitely could be really merging the two here, really merging everything from, again, like an intuitive perspective, really trusting your intuition, listening to your inner voice, really being in touch with your higher self, and really feeling that activated now because Sun in Leo is really strong. Now, Sun in Leo rules the fifth house, so there are those other exciting things. That's family, that's children, that's, like I said, creativity, self-expression. It's also just joy and pleasure, so you could really, really feel really good about spirituality, okay? About spirituality. And again, possibly just unrooting things so you can move forward in a way where nothing is holding you back. Because remember, that full moon in Capricorn was in your fifth house. And so you see the overlap there, how Sun in Leo is natively rules the fifth house. And that full moon in Capricorn was conjuncting Pluto. This is going to be a big thing because you see the other aspect happening. But just so you know, you may be getting a lot of attention. You may be really, really loving it now. That's what the Sun in Leo is. It's that spotlight. Think about the sun giving you that spotlight. I think I said this in your monthly forecast. It's like being on a stage, commanding an audience. And the Sun in Leo, everyone's going to be feeling that. Everyone's going to be feeling that. You may start noticing that, people want attention. People want your attention. They want adoration. They want praise. They want compliments, and give it because, as I always say, it, raises your energies, raises your frequencies. So compliment, your roommate, your significant other, your best friend, your doctor, whatever it is. And they're going to feel really good. They're going to feel really good. And that's going to be something where you're going to feel on this karmic level as well. There's a lot of karmic energy that's happening for y'all, Virgo. So the other thing is that the sun will be opposite Pluto. So that, as we kick off this week, there is that squeeze, the sun in Leo being a fixed sign, Pluto in Aquarius being a fixed sign. Now, looking at what's going on for you, there may be a lot of work, career, profession, your passions, a lot of shifts. A lot of shifts happening now, especially as we begin this week with the sun opposite Pluto. When I say that, because Pluto in Aquarius, Aquarius rules your sixth house. And so that is work. That's labor, that's hiring employees, working with employees, things like that, all right? It's also health and wellness and fitness. You may have something here where you may feel a little bit of squeeze. You may have this moment of clarity, like maybe I should do yoga instead of weight training. There may be something here. Again, there may be a shift here. There may be something here where it is definitely going to be something where you feel this transformative quality to it. And I say that because Pluto is, first, the sun is ego, right? And then you've got it opposing Pluto, which is transformation, it's death and rebirth. It's also a little bit of destruction. It's also power. It's also empowerment. So a lot of different things that are happening around this opposition, where it could be some power struggles with other people as well, especially if it has to do with work. All right. That may be the bigger thing here that you may be feeling, because don't forget, you've got Mars and Jupiter in your 10th house of career as well. So you see that overlap that's happening here. So there may be something here with money. There could also be something with intimacy as well. But you will definitely feel a little bit of a squeeze. Now, here's what's really great about this is that you may already know, like, whatever happens may not be a surprise to you, because remember, Mercury and Venus also had this moment where they opposed Pluto. And so you've got Mercury, Venus, the sun, this Pluto opposition. So you may already have an idea of what this squeeze may be, all right? Especially the fact that Mercury, Venus, being in Leo, your 12th house, intuition, okay? So you may already have that spidey sense here. Now, what really heightens this is that the moon is going to be in Aquarius on Monday as well. I know it's not written here, but moon's going to be in Aquarius. So now you've got this opposition, the moon, Pluto, all in your sixth house. Virgo, you're the native ruler of the sixth house. And so there really could be some sort of power trips, power struggles. Remember, ego and power, ego and empowerment. All right. So I just want you to be mindful this day. This opposition has some weight to it. Now, with Pluto at play, yes, there could also be some secrets coming out, some things being revealed around this time. Remember, Aquarius is also rebellious energy. There could be a little bit of a West Side Story situation with egos. All right. With egos, with the sun in Leo. The bigger energy is, you may know, because remember, you have all this activity in your 12th house, intuition, really heightened intuition here. You may kind of suspect that someone is like a bear wanting to be poked. So someone could be fishing to have this power trip, power struggle, come at me bro energy. Just remember, also, Sun in Leo can be very dramatic, as I mentioned in your monthly forecast. And so you've got this opposition that can be a little bit dramatic. Again, you always want to be the better person in a situation. You always want to strive to be the best version of yourself. So really direct your energies, your frequencies toward your higher self. Remember, you've got all this in your 12th house, so you're going to have this connection with your intuition, with your higher self anyway. So this is going to be a time where you, again, looking at what's going on for y'all, a lot of like spidey senses going off even before we get to this opposition. The best thing is, with Pluto being power, this is a great time to learn your sense of power, okay? Exploring your sense of power. There really is, Pluto is also, the shadow side, doing some shadow work. There really could be something here where you really go deep, all right? You really go deep, especially, again, with your 12th house so activated. And don't forget, Aquarius is also the innovator, the inventor, the genius. So really thinking about your future as well, trusting your intuition as you think about your future, as you think about everything in terms of a daily routine. What you want for your daily routine. Remember, the sixth house is everyday activities as well. Now, on Thursday, we've got the sun sextile Mars. So this is like in Hollywood movies when they go like action, right? With that slate, this is it. This is that action. This is sun sextiling Mars, so harmonious. absolutely harmonious. And again, there really could be something here with career for you, because remember, Mars is in Gemini at this point with Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, expansion. All right. Mars, all about action, your passion, your drive in your 10th house of career, fame, public recognition, honors, achievements. You may feel a lot of confident energy. You may feel very motivated around this time, even physical energy. You may feel, ready to go, real, maybe even want to go out for a run for, 300 hours. This is strong. This is a really, really harmonious aspect where you definitely can feel that energy of being courageous and confident. Remember, Sun in Leo, Leo being the lion, hearing that roar, you having that roar. Now, what makes this really exciting for you is that the moon will have moved into Aries at this point. The moon's in Aries for a few days, starting on Thursday. And you see the asterisk here is the best day of the week. That's your 8th house. Remember, the North Node is in Aries in your 8th house. You're going through some big transformations already. Now, there could be some money matters here. There could be some money on your mind, especially because we're talking about the 8th house here. But again, this transformation that you're going through, there could even be this level of intimacy that you may be feeling with other people that's really deep around this time. Remember, this is the Sun sextiling Mars. I mentioned this in your monthly forecast. Just the fact that the Sun's in Leo, being the native ruler of the 5th house, that's love, that's romance, that's sex. This is just feeling that amped up energy, feeling a charge in this area of your life. But just think about your passions. That's what this is. I love this aspect. And 2 weeks from now, we will have Sun sextiling Jupiter. And so you see, you've got something to look forward to in 2 weeks. All right. Remember, Jupiter expands. It's good fortune. It's profit, even. It's wisdom. It's got to be really nice. So this is all about taking that action now to see that there's something waiting for you. And again, Jupiter, remember, is also in your 10th house of career. So there likely is something here with career or fame, honors, achievements, social status, leadership, all of that 10th house activity. Now, on the same day, you see Mercury moving into your sign. Remember, next week, Mercury is going retrograde in your sign. You're going to be reassessing a lot of things. But remember, with Mercury retrograde, you want to put your ducks in a row now. You know that Mercury is your ruling planet. Mercury is in its domicile in your sign, but Mercury is also exalted in your sign. Mercury loves being in your sign. So now you're in the zone. Now, especially when it comes to communication, processing, thinking things. This is you being very pragmatic, being like I said, in the zone, being in your comfort zone. This is being very practical in the way that you're communicating and thinking about your future, thinking about things, having important conversations as well could be something that comes up around this time. But Mercury in Virgo is also just being very detail oriented, being very hardworking, all those qualities of your sign, being very diligent, especially in the sense of service to others. All right. So definitely use this energy before Mercury goes retrograde. It is a big week for you, especially if you are here for career and work. There's so much happening for you, and you could, again, start feeling a lot of shifts in that area. You could feel a lot of creative movements this week as well, Virgo. But let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for July 22nd to the 28th, again, for Virgo, Virgo rising, Virgo moon. And if you want to read for any other placements in your chart, you are absolutely welcome to. So, Virgo, let's do it. Let's see what's going on for you July 22nd to the 28th. All right, Virgo, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It offers the best overview, in my opinion, especially for a weekly reading. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will, Virgo. You know that we will. I got you. Secondly, Virgo, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's happening. Wow. Okay. There you go. Ooh. Okay. Wow. You're going to, I know, I'm wowing a lot. You're really going to feel that passion. You're going to feel that drive. You're going to feel that ambition this week, all right? Taking charge, especially remember what I just said literally seconds ago. Work, profession, your passions really amped up energy this week. Look at all these wands. All right, let's get started. All right, so the fact that you got the Seven of Cups came up in your past. You may have not known what you wanted. You remember, the fact that Saturn, Neptune retrograde, that is affecting you in a big way. It's affecting everybody. Neptune being at 29 degrees. I've talked about this. It is leaving this. It's leaving Pisces after being there for 13, 14 years. It's about to move into Aries. So this is big. This is being, remember, your authentic self and you releasing those things that you know that are not serving you well. And it can have to do with partnerships and relationships. But even still, you do have the Seven of Cups here. And this is a card where it's just saying, know what you want, really, really have an idea. And you may be moving into that now. All right. Moving into that now, because this came up in your past. So there could have been a little bit of that fog. There could have been a little bit, what direction do I go? I'm a little bit confused here, especially, and it doesn't have to be work related. It can just be, what is going to emotionally fulfill me? These are cups. Cups are emotions, it's feelings, even relationships. Again, there is that overlap with Saturn, Neptune, and Pisces in your partnerships and relationship sector. It can be work, it can be love, romance, but whatever is going to fulfill you, really, really have that laser focus, have that vision of what you want for your future. But I seem that it feels that a lot of y'all are coming into that awareness this week because, again, look at all these wands and the fact that you have the Eight of Wands, all right? Not only in the heart of your spread this week, did you see your last week's reading? So you see the progression here. Things are moving fast. Things are going to move fast for you. You've got to take that action, and it seems like you will. Again, it's no doubt here. And a lot of it could be the fact that you are coming out of this moment of like, what do I want? That full moon in Capricorn could have really illuminated for you. Full moon in Capricorn ruling your fifth house. Again, that is fun, pleasure as well. So there is this sense of what is bringing me pleasure? What is bringing me joy? What is going to emotionally fulfill me as well? Full moons, emotions, intuition as well. But come on, you got the Eight of Wands. This is really great. Again, by the way, if you did not see your last week's reading, I'll even show you, it was in your external factors area. So yeah, things are moving, and it's really, really nice. Ones, your ambitions, like I said, passions as well, creativity is really heightened for you. I think I mentioned that earlier, that I was already feeling that. And then this is also work related. This is work, this is enterprise, it's career, it's your profession, but there is movement, all right? There's movement. This is one of only two cards in all of tarot where there's no main figure. There's nothing but just wands zipping through the air in their happy place. There's movement. That's the main thing. So again, you may be very active this week. You're going to feel a lot of that energy. You may be very active and you can feel things moving for you. Now, you have the Seven of Swords. In your challenge area, two things here. One, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. And I say that because remember, it's coming after the Seven of Cups, but the Seven of Swords in your challenge area. This is saying that whatever you're moving forward with, make sure that this is something that you're doing in a way that is true to you, where you are your authentic self. Now, the second thing that's coming up, Virgo, there is likely someone that may be doing something a little, right? This is a card of deception as well. It's a card of dishonesty, distrust. In your challenge here, there could be someone that you may have to really think about your relationship with this person. All right. There could be someone, and again, it can resonate with you in ways that may have to do with work, because this card is actually attributed to Moon in Aquarius. So it's an Aquarius card. Remember, Moon is in Aquarius on Monday with Pluto. And so we've got that opposition again in your sixth house of work. It could be a colleague. It could be a boss. It could be someone that you work with, someone that you work for. There could be something there. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. There's a reason why this is happening in broad daylight. This person can be caught. Have that moment, okay? Really, really feel that. Remember, this week is all about that courage, that confidence, that self-confidence, being self-assertive. Use that energy should something come up, okay? Doesn't necessarily have to do with work as well either. It's just whatever resonates with you. There could be someone doing something. This card is associated with lying, cheating, stealing, all of that, all of that. There really could be some energy around that. So keep that in mind. And remember, the fact that Pluto and Aquarius is in your sixth house, there even could be, if you are maybe joining a gym or like a yoga studio, just keep that there, make sure that you read the contract really well. Mercury is in shadow. Make sure that nobody is, adding an extra $100 to your contract. You don't know about it, or even a doctor. Remember, because it's your sixth house, that's also wellness, fitness, things like that. All right. So now you've got the Knight of Wands in your crown. This is great. This is showing that, boom, boom, boom. You just want to get going. You want to get going with your passions. You want to get going. It's like you're ready. You're ready for this journey. You're ready for this quest. A lot of y'all may be thinking about traveling as well, but listen, this is you're ready to have this transformation. All right. This is double fire, by the way. Knights are fire. Wands are fire. Whoosh, that's a lot of. Look at what's coming out of his helmet. I mean, this is fiery. This is action, all right? These are wands as well. So really go for it. Go for it, all right? This is you just being in the zone, like I said, especially when we get to that point when Mercury moves into your side. Now you've got the Six of Wands. This is great. This is absolutely amazing because you're ready for this. This card is all about rising above. This is, remember, Sun in Leo is going to be a big thing. You've got Mars and Jupiter and Gemini in your 10th house of fame as well. This is being seen. This is someone who is victorious. This is someone who's being honored. This is someone that's being praised. Everything that I said earlier, look at all the people this is a procession. So this is achievements as well. So it seems like you are moving in that direction. You're moving in that direction where it's victory as well, which is really great this week. And a lot of y'all may want that now, especially when it comes to work, career, again, or just your passions, all right? Just your passions as well. But there is this whoosh, energy. Now, did I just do the down? I did. All right. So you got the Five of Wands in your future. So again, listen, this card, yes, it's a challenge card. It is the least challenging of the challenge cards. You see, it's just kids swinging their wands in the air. Nevertheless, it's in your future. So remember what I said about there may be some people that are bears waiting to be poked. Look at what's happening here. Five of Wands, right? What comes after the Five of Wands? We all do math. Six of Wands. Someone needs to rise above. Someone needs to rise above. And they're going to be praised. They're going to be celebrated. They're going to be honored. They're going to get all that public recognition. Someone needs to be the one that says, y'all, we're not getting along. We're not seeing eye to eye. Let's group hug, whatever it is. But this is a situation where, yes, maybe too many cooks in the kitchen, whatever it is, there may be a little bit of not seeing eye to eye. There may be a little bit of conflict here. Just remember what I said from the very beginning. Egos at play. This is a lot of egos at play. All right. But at the same time, it is not worth your time energy. This is a distraction. Remember what I said, it's kids swinging their wands in the air. So just remember, there may be something that does come up. There even could be something competitive happening here. I'll even clarify that for you. Okay, Queen of Cups. So biggest thing here is that it could be you. All right. So there could be you up here like, ooh, I really want to, get in, that I'm going to poke that bear. I'm not going to go for the honey. I'm going to go poke that bear. No, you got the Queen of Cups. Okay. Queen of Cups is the most intuitive queen. This is double water too. You got a double fire. You got double water in your future. So really in touch with your emotions, okay, and your intuition. You see her feet in the water. This is being in touch again with your emotions, having that emotional intelligence. But this is a queen that does what her heart desires. She has so much love to give, but also that self-love. So have that self-love, all right? Have that self-love. If you can avoid this situation, wow. That's going to be amazing. This is just even like, remember there's that sense of like service to others that you're really going to feel this week with your sixth house activated, Mercury moving into your sign. You natively rule the sixth house. This is someone who has such a big heart. It doesn't matter if it's the emperor or a farmer. She knows the name of everybody in her kingdom. That's how much love she has for everybody within her orbit, okay? And that self-love, all right? And that intuitive energy is really strong here as well. So let's not, no bear poking. All right, so let's get to your staff, Virgo. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. What's going on? We're moving into your birthday season soon, Virgo. We're moving into your birthday season soon. And I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. All right, so Virgos. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. You're obviously good here. This may be a very light week for you, but things are moving fast. Okay. And I say that because, you've got these two queens, which I really love. So there's a lot of things stirring up within you, where you're coming into your own and finding that sense of power that I said earlier. But you've got the two of Pentacles here, which is, remember, what you want. There's going to be this shift. It feels like you're doing this balancing act, maybe. Two is duality, but there is this sense of you wanting things to come together now, okay? Wanting things to come together. And so it can have to do, again, with money. It can have to do with work. We work to make money. And you see the two pentacles here. So there could be this sense of okay, let me figure this out. I don't want to be juggling my entire life. But hey, you're doing good in terms of multitasking. If you are a freelancer, if there's a lot of things that are on your plate, you're handling it well. But there is going to be a point this week where you may want to stop and say, okay, what can bring me a little bit more balance and, stability, because this is a very imbalanced card. You see the pentacles are off. You see he's got a foot off the ground. The ways are a little off. So keep that in mind. There may be just a little bit of that, maybe how you're feeling. But again, it may be because things are moving fast for you. Now, you got the Seven of Pentacles. So you got 3 sevens, 777. All right. So, but 7 really is desire, by the way. But okay. So here's the thing. You got the 7 of Pentacles in your external factors area. There is definitely going to be, it looks like there is someone involved in your life that may be reconsidering things. Maybe they're going through their retrograde period, and they're really in thought, reassessing things. There may be someone that is along your journey that is a person that you're likely not seeing eye to eye with, but you have to have that compromise. There may be someone also who is at this point where they feel like they're not seeing any gains yet. Have that conversation. Mercury is going to move into your sign. It's all about communicating. Remember, that's you being in the zone. All right. Now, the other thing is someone may just have this pause and want to talk to you this week. Okay. It can have to do with money, finances, but it can also have to do with things that you've invested in up until this point. And yes, that can be a relationship as well. All right. So have that conversation. This is just having that pause. I'll even clarify that one for you too. Oh, look at all these. Okay. So you've got the King of Swords. So yeah, the King of Swords is, first of all, Aquarius, by the way. So remember, you got Pluto, Moon, and Aquarius. There's all that Aquarius activity in your 6th house. But anyway, King of Swords, this is someone who's got a lot of power, especially up here. All right. Very intellectual. This is, remember what I said, the innovator, the thinker, the genius. So someone who is really clever, sharp-witted, someone who maybe is decision making, someone that could be in a place where there's a big decision that may have to be made, especially after this pause. But and there could be multiple parties involved here, actually. But there just may be someone that you may not have a conversation with, and you're going to have to make a decision, and you're going to have to strike, but you're going to feel a lot of power because this is a very powerful king. Very, very, and remember, swords are of the mind. All right. It's a mental suit. You also got the Queen of Swords. So you got the pair here. You have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is just saying that you just want everything to be fair. You want everything to be fair. There is a sense of purity of thought. There is a sense of your head above the clouds. So That is going to be really nice. Remember, the Queen of Swords is Libra, by the way. So again, can't have to do. Libra is the native ruler of partnerships and relationships, and Libra is attributed to the Justice card. Queen of Swords is very much like the Justice card, and the difference between the King and the Queen. This is like a lot of power. This is internal. All right, the Kings, their powers, their energies are more external. It's in your external factors area, coincidentally too, or by kismet. Queen of Swords, Queens, their energies are more internal as well. So there is going to be that really, really going within, making the best judgment about things, knowing that you're making the best judgment about things in terms of everything being fair in your world. And then lastly, you have the Knight of Cups. Wow. So there's a lot happening here. You got these 5 court cards. Knight of Cups. Yeah. And your final outcome. I mean, it's almost like the things that you wanted last week are happening this week. Okay. Remember last week you had the Knight of Cups in your crown. Now it's in your final outcome. So Knight of Cups. Yes. Partnerships and relationships. The Knight of Cups, and he is, the knight in shining armor. He's extending his cup. He wants to share it with someone, all right? So this is, can be on a romantic level, in a creative level, on a creative capacity, joining forces with artists and writers, or even work-related matters. Remember, that is a big thing for y'all this week. But the other thing is, the Knight of Cups is Pisces, okay? You can even see the fish in his armor here. Remember, you've got Saturn and Neptune in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. But it seems like it's something that is happening here, something that if you want it, it's right there for you. It's right there for you. It is in your final outcome, all right? This beautiful partnership. Beautiful partnership. Now, if you're not here for partnerships, relationships, all he wants to do is fill his cup, okay? All he wants to be is emotionally fulfilled. And you can have that. You've got the Queen of Cups in your future. So you're moving in this direction that is very empowering for you, all right? There may be some conversations that you will need to have this week, but things are going to move fast. You got the 8 of Wands again, all right? Again. And what I'm going to show you is that, I think I mentioned it earlier, you don't have any major arcana. You don't have any major arcana. Now, it's not a bad thing if you don't. It's just like the more that you had, the more significant that week, and more it's like big things happening, right? So this could be a week where it says you are moving forward, you're taking action, things are happening, you're excited for it. You're moving into this place for a lot of y'all with partnerships, relationships, conversations that you could be having, but that's gonna be what this week is gonna be like for you. So Virgo, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what is going on next week. We do August. All right, so we do August, the month of August. August is very different from July. Thanks so much, Virgo. We'll talk about it. And again, yes, we are moving into your birthday season. All right, Virgo, I'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.